There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field, though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in a field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to scratch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means. Asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
This is Campus Radio, and I'm your host, Felicity Bellbottoms. Speculation continues to build over that smell in the lecture theatre. But what should you believe? Did someone really stuff a block of cheddar under one of the seats? Or is it haunted? The answer may surprise you.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. students, no, you can't have an extension. Is it really worth going?
It's time for a book review. Over to Maggie, who's been reading the memoirs of 2 Point Radio's longest tenured DJ. This week, I've been reading A Life on the Waves by Ricky Hawthorne. Oh, so good. Really, really good. Because I didn't know before, actually, that he spent so much time at sea. Or, well, near any water, really, and that's just super interesting.
Now taking students for gastronomy. Students should check in before trying to learn. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Students are reminded to set reminders.
The renovation of a library might sound like a good thing, but here's Hugh to tell us why it's actually quite sad.
Here in Smogley, students have been looking forward to the renovation of the old campus library. The carpet is plush and the study areas are dressed with kettles and beanbags. The library is alive and bustling, but the old bookcases are left on the outside, looking in. Yes, 3 old bookcases stand on the lawn outside the library, a monument to a past that's now over. Spare a thought for them as you enjoy a sleek, frictionless library experience.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Reminded to be inspirational. Announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Cheesy Gubbins are back. Where did they go? Nowhere! Cheesy Gubbins. The only thing you can count on.
Hard work may or may not pay off. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. are reminded that you came here on purpose.
And there we have it. It's being reported that that smell in the lecture theatre was, indeed, a large piece of cheese. We're hearing that a member of the janitorial staff was seen retrieving the putrid wedge in a hazmat suit, though this particular source has been known to exaggerate. We can only hope the smell dissipates and our community can breathe deeply and cheeselessly once again.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The academic year is now over. Students are reminded to find themselves.
Now that's easy listening. The sound of 2 Point County on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to 2 Point Radio, the place your ears call home. We've got a barnstorming show for you today, but before we kick down the door and go straight for the valuables, soak in some sonic excellence. Play that track and we'll be right back.
Skills are non-transferable. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. the time of their lives. The campus has opened a new building. Good for us.
In the news today, I seem to have sat on something sharp. We're not sure exactly what it is or what the consequences might be, but we'll update you as soon as we know more. Can you see it? Is it in me? Tell me it's not in me.
Now taking students for scientography. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. The campus has opened a new building. Good for us. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Staff are reminded to care about students.
Wouldn't you know, I'd sat on a sprig of holly from yesterday's lunch. That's the risk you run when adding a little pizzazz to your meal. But that won't stop me. It's not the first piece of holly I've sat on, and it certainly won't be the last.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger. Not necessarily better. such thing as free time. Return to the hospital. Thank you.
At Jumbo, we know it's our employees that are the big deal. That's why they get the Jumbo treatment. Mobile stationery, toilet substitute, sip of milk, leg rooms, dental surgeries, additional headrest, and our famous data system analysis training program system. Or FDAP-STAPS. I'm Jumbo McNally, and I wish I worked here.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Students are asked not to ask questions. Plagiarism is not a belief system.
2-Point Radio, the station that puts the stabilizers on the bike of your day. It's Ricky Hawthorne. The time is... Anyone got the time? No? They told me I'd regret putting sundials in the booth. There aren't even any windows, they said. Oh, how we laughed. More timeless radio after this silky little number.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Stupid questions will make you look stupid. Is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Would be a convenient time for construction. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus.
Chef Ricky here, bringing you a morsel of the day. We all like a boiled egg, but wouldn't you love one on the go? Just imagine, you're stuck in traffic and bang! A boiled egg just for you. You see, eggs have a casing or shell that's perfect for keeping the eggs safe. Why, I've got 2 boiled eggs in my pocket right now. Give it a try.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. There's a fly in here.
I've just eaten a pocket egg. How are you? I must remember to boil another batch and take them to my next book club meeting. Yes, I've been in a book club since I was a boy, and this is my 5th attempt at The Salty Minstrel, one of the county's first books. I really do struggle with the old language. In fact, I think the only words that are the same are salty and minstrel. You'd think it was enough, but it's not.
Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
It's time for the question of the week. We asked, which instrument is the funniest? We had some great replies, including quite a few we can't read on air. You're a vulgar lot, you really are. Knock knock. Who's there? The answer. The answer who? The answer is the trombone. Now that is funny. I'll be laughing until next time. Fare thee good and fare thee well. Good night.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Hard work may or may not pay off. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you.
Welcome back, fellow students. It's me, DJ Shorts, keeping me finger on the pulse of 2 Point County so you didn't have to. Today's topic, would Jasmine Odyssey be cooler if she was less popular? I didn't want to spoil it for you, but the answer is yes. Here's a pretty niche favourite of mine from an actor I cannot even pronounce the name of. Pretty challenging stuff. Check it out.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. longer you've been revising. Ask questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Man, I hear a lot of talk about snacks on campus. Although it's pretty derivative student chat, there's something I've got to say. Sure, cheesy gubbins are, well, fine. But if you're looking for a truly superior snack, you should try Grub Grubs, the snack that's made from real naturally expired insects. You might think I sound a bit crazy, I realise that, but I really appreciate the subtle taste. They do take a few months to arrive, but personally, I think it's worth it.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. Education is non-refundable. it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
Now, it's time for a student story about a bakery that's jam-packed no more. Hugh, what have you got for us? I'm here at Old Widget Bakery in Hogsport, where for generations local students have been enjoying traditional jam donuts. But sadly, the sweetness ends here. The machine that fills the donuts with delicious fruity mixtures, such as red and green, has been suffering from jam rot and finally went out of commission today. To honour the machine, the bakery is serving donuts filled with nothing. They may seem hollow, but their taste is one of poignancy. A fitting farewell to a fine confectionery friend. Starting next week, the bakery will be back up and running with a new machine, looking to make new memories and serve lots of donuts.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Stupid questions will make you look stupid. Approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Is over. Students must vacate the campus. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. Is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do?
At Bungle, we know what young people want in a motor vehicle. Independence. Fun. Woohoo! Wheels. Beaver from Bungle. The car that puts the E in freedom.
Janitor needed in student union. Now taking students for funny business. Welcome new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. It's not your year, it's just another year. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Here at Campus Radio, some of the team were a little concerned to hear that our listenership has gone down over the past few months. But frankly, I'm not sure that I agree. I'd much rather our little radio community stay as small as possible. I don't want the crowd ruining it and taking us from a cool underground scene to something bland and mainstream. In fact, my dream would be pretty much no one listening at all. Just me, talking to myself, for myself, all day. Now that would be pretty excellent.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are asked not to ask questions.
Listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Today I balance two hats jauntily on my one singular head. My regular disc jockeying hat is joined by my occasional chef hat. Yes, I'll be taking you all over 2 Point County as I recount my latest culinary travels when I set out to find the finest foods our great county has to offer. Just a hungry man and his hatchback. It's a tale as old as time.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. upgrades are personal. There's a fly in here.
The culinary world is a lot like the real world. There are places, there are smells, there's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, now 60 miles off course, I was treated to the first food of my trip. A wondering puffed pastry and something I believe to be meat. The buttery sausage-style matter mingled playfully with hints of pine from my air freshener. It was unexpected, it was dangerous, it was cold in the middle.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Announcement. Hitting the box doesn't mean what you think it means.
If you ask me, Hogsport boasts the finest milkshakes in 2 Point County. At the Oily Cormorant, they'll serve you a traditional malt in an old leather boot and throw in a salt and vinegar egg. You just cannot beat it. Milkshakes are a great tradition. They're in our blood. In fact, I once received medical attention after enjoying a few dozen shakes and was told that my blood was over 60% ice cream. How we laughed.
We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Schoolwork, social life, exercise.
Coward.
I just can't do it all. There's only one way to fit everything in. Make your life Jumbo. Jumbo University. Be your biggest self.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. salted sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. I'm a huge fan of Yeti cuisine. Yes, our neighbors to the north really know their way around a kitchen. From stews and pickles to 5-tiered sandwiches and, of course, their pies. Cold hands make the boldest pastry, after all, and it is freezing up there. You really must try it. It's the food of the people, and those people are Yetis.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Chicken should not be pink. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
I was famished when I arrived at the Royal Tumble Hotel, so much so that I took advantage of my kitchenette and feasted greedily on some toast. When I returned from a walk, I was stunned to find that all crumbage had been decrumbled. The bed was made and the toilet spotless. Every sign of life had been washed away. You've got to ask yourself, had I really been staying here? Indeed, do I exist at all? Lovely stuff.
Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. advancement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
This trip was all about regional delights and cultural differences. One man's casual volleyball is another's world-shattering epiphany. The people of Smogley have been crusting and dusting their fish for as long as anyone can remember. But at the recently opened What's the Batter, they use a unique cheesy gubbin crumb. Ho 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 ho! I can safely say that it was the cheesiest fish this DJ had ever eaten. That's a winner.
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Asked questions. No, I'm not seeing your throw. academic year. Try not to worry. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I enjoyed my trip around this wonderful, mysterious county of ours. But for now, all of this talk about food has made me hungry. So I'm off to the fridge to take out the first thing I find and cover it in mayonnaise. Until next time, I've been Ricky Hawthorne. Cheers!
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to set reminders. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
Welcome in, it's DJ Shorts on Campus Radio, keeping it short and keeping it sweet. On today's show, I'll be telling you the 6 ways to get the most out of your winter coat. But first, let's cook up something tasty in the music microwave. If you cannot handle the heat, what are you doing in me kitchen? Let's go!
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.